It's that time of the season again. IHSA Boys Bowling Sectionals is on, with Sandburg hosting this year's event at Palos Lanes. Naperville Central is there for the third straight season after a third place finish last weekend at Regionals. Also there individually is Mustang Jack Edwards after Regionals qualifying. Top 6 teams advanced to state finals at O'Fallon, while the top 7 individuals from non-qualifying schools also advance. The Redhawks would pick up where they left off last weekend as Spencer Pierpoint continues to ascend. In his sectionals debut, he tips down the 7-pin on this strike shot to get the strike and has some fun with his teammates after the conversion. Next up, Aiden Lee continues his strong junior season and buries the ball into the pocket for the strike. He gets the Redhawks more pumped on this conversion as Naperville Central finishes Game 4 with a 1,055 score. Stepping up on varsity is freshman Brandon Blytek for the Redhawks, who has a big 10th frame ahead of him. He goes 3 for 3 in the 10th frame, flushing each shot down the pocket, all for strikes. Blytek posts a 147 game in his sectionals debut. Nate Taverna continues his stellar season as he gets the strike and waves down the 10-pin with a celebration on his way to a 196 game. Later, Taverna switches balls and makes it count, giving the pins no chance collecting another strike. Taverna ends the tournament with a 216 average. Blytek would go out after Game 5, giving the opportunity for sophomore Josh Newcomb to strike. Newcomb makes his shots count on these 2 strike shots, giving him a 211 Game 6 score in his sectionals debut. Leading the way for the Redhawks is Tommy Kradenpoth, who continues his ascension as a full-timer on varsity. Here, Kradenpoth gets the 7-pin to go down and salutes the fans watching. Later, he gets fancy on this strike attempt, going Brooklyn for a 10th frame conversion that makes a mess of lane 10. Mattia Valley's Jack Edwards would make plenty of noise individually. Here, he flushes this shot perfectly in the pocket and tips down the 10-pin for the strike. Later, he makes quick work of the pins and buries it for another strike. Edwards finishes the tournament with a strong 207 average. Lyons Township is looking to make it back to state again and is currently holding on to a top 5 spot for most of the afternoon. With senior Cesar Esguerra leading the way, the Lions continue to make their stand all the way until the last frame. Dominating much of the day is Lockport Township as the Porters, who barely transferred a week ago, jump out ahead, with freshman Nate Cantrell rolling a perfect 300 game, and with the supporting cast of Aaron Crucial and Ross Carricker, the Porters continue to pace the rest of the competition. Making the most noise at the end of the day is Morgan Park, as the Mustangs start the last game sitting in 8th position. However, with Davion Bickham rolling a 290 in his last game, and Judah Nelson and Zachary Martin providing additional fireworks, the Mustangs charge back into contention with a team score of 1,199 in Game 6. The tournament ends with Naperville Central missing the cut to state by 38 pins. However, Tommy Kradenpoth is able to qualify individually, finishing second with a 1,438 series. Kradenpoth becomes the first Redhawk bowler to advance to state finals individually. Winning the tournament overall is Lockport by a score of 6,507. Morgan Park storms back to finish second, while Joliet West takes third.
Honestly, this team is awesome. I mean, putting our blood, sweat, and tears into the season. Honestly, just improving all together, making one team, one family, like our coach says. Yeah.
I was trying to stay slow, work through my steps, and 8th frame got me caught a break ahead of Brooklyn, and the last 10, I just laced them. I threw them perfect, and I got the 300.
Well, we're going to do a lot of training, a lot of spares. We missed a lot of spares today. It should have been a lot better today. But, you know, expectations for state, we're just going to try to make it a day 2 as a team.
Our coach was mainly really trying to tell us to put it all in. Like, if we lose or win, leave it all on the lane, because, you know, the whole team is pretty much seniors. So he wanted us to leave it all on the lane. We know what we had to do to get the job done. So that's what we did.